Nathan, out of the League Cup, but you had made, as expected, a number of changes.
Yeah, look, we've had a real disjointed pre-season, as you know, and stuff. But we would have made those changes anyway. We've still got a few, probably so 6 or 7 out. So we needed people to get minutes and so on, and we did. And I thought it was a real good game of football. It was an entertaining game of football. And yeah, look, we had to make the changes. We know that with the games we got coming up in terms of away to West Brom, away to Barnsley. We can't be flogging everyone and asking them to go, because they're big games coming up. So we needed to use the squad tonight, and look, we had enough to have won the game. So no complaints really.
Minutes for Musque and for Jerome, and goals for both as well.
Yeah, I thought they were both really good. I thought they were both a real threat. I thought we didn't do the basics well enough early on, which give 2 poor goals away really. But I was really happy with our level of performance overall. We changed just to get a little bit of a foot in the game, because Stevenage were keeping the ball very well without creating anything. They kept the ball very well, and we wanted to be a bit more front-footed, so we matched them up. And then I thought we were decent. Second half, thought we were excellent, created enough chances to have won the game. But look, it was a real good game. Credit to Stevenage. I thought they were excellent for a League 2 side. They've got real structure. They can tell how they play, and they'll be a handful for teams.
Yeah, it was a good contest, wasn't it? When they played well, they only made a couple of changes.
Yeah, no, I thought it was an excellent game, and credit to them. They played really well. I thought second half we came really strong, which I thought we would do, and it's a shame we couldn't have won it, but in normal time. But when you go to penalties, it's a bit of a lottery, and they were better than us.
Well, the young goalkeeper pulled out a couple of saves from your first 2 spot kicks.
Well, yeah, look, if you can't miss 3 pens, expect to win, and to credit them, they scored the 3 pens. So 3-0 is as emphatic in a penalty competition as you're likely to see.
But going forward, obviously Osho got another game at the back because needs must, because you're still missing Sonny and Reece Burke.
Yeah, look, and we've needed to play that, but he's stepped up, and Lockyer got minutes tonight.
I say Lockyer as well,
because he's not played hardly any minutes, at all in pre-season. So it's 90 minutes for him, which is Henry, because Henry's been out, Elliot Lee's been out, Musque's not had massive minutes, neither has Cameron Jerome. So it's all good minutes for these Carlos as well, and look, it's all looking forward. But we've got no complaints tonight. I felt second half we'd done enough to have won the game, but we didn't. But credit to Stevenage, they were good on the night.
As you say, busy programme ahead. Can I just ask about Joe Morel, who obviously since we last spoke has moved on?
Well, look, I heard quite a lot of people saying no fallout. Me and Joe got a really good relationship. The trouble was Joe wasn't playing. Joe wasn't going to get enough minutes in our team to justify the fact that an international is I think he wants to play minutes. We had a number of offers for him. We agreed with Portsmouth, honoured the deal that if we wanted more money we could have, but no problem whatsoever. Joe wanted to play football. I couldn't guarantee that Joe was going to get enough football here because of what we had. Last year was the same. Joe done quite well for us, but we had better midfield players at the time in the building. That's why he didn't play. This year I couldn't guarantee that he was going to play enough minutes for him to be satisfied. He has an international career, his own career to think about. So the only thing that the logical thing was to do was to sell him, and that's what we did. And amicable party, no problem whatsoever. We thank Joe for what he was. He was an excellent trainer, great lad to have around, no problem. And
as we stand here now, is the sort of injury situation perhaps delaying 1 or 2 others going, or 1 or 2 others going out of the building maybe?
Well, look, 1 or 2 will go out because we've got too big a squad at the minute. We'd like to add a little bit more as well, a little bit more quality, maybe 1 more. But to do that, there's no point just bringing 1 in, because we've still got 2 numbers above the regulated 25. So there's a couple that will need to go out. We will move those on because we've got a number of things in the pipeline for those. It's just, we've picked up injuries, and as I said, there's a few coming back from COVID that we just delayed anything else.